Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Kevin Owens faced a record-breaking superstar in the main event of SmackDown this week and came out victorious. This marked his first win over the star since November 2023, almost 439 days ago. This week on SmackDown, Kevin Owens was out to confront commentator Joe Tessitore because he interviewed Cody Rhodes instead of him. Legendary actor Matthew McConaughey was present behind him in the crowd, and Owens also got into a verbal altercation with him. While McConaughey signaled to him to come and get him, Jimmy USO came out and shut Owens up, setting up the main event. Jimmy USO, who is a record breaker as one half of the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history, lost to Kevin Owens in an excellent main event. This was their first match since November 12, 2023. KO also won on that occasion. He is 4-0 against Jimmy USO since 2015. In case you're wondering under what circumstances they clashed in 2015, it was during a main event taping. So, in the last 10 years, they have officially wrestled each other 4 times in singles matches. They also headlined WrestleMania against each other with the undisputed tag team championship on the line. Cody Rhodes came out for the save after a post-match attack, a moment that will directly lead to the contract signing on Saturday night's main event. The night air in the arena buzzed with electricity, the crowd's anticipation palpable as the stage lights dimmed, signaling the start of SmackDown. The commentators' voices rang out across the venue, hyping up the upcoming match between Kevin Owens and the undefeated record breaker, Gable the Titan Jones. Gable had reigned as an unstoppable force in WWE for an astounding 439 days, shattering records and leaving a trail of defeated opponents in his wake. But tonight, Kevin Owens had one goal on his mind: to end the reign of the man who had seemed untouchable. For weeks, Owens had been relentless in his pursuit of a showdown with Gable. The two had crossed paths in backstage confrontations and heated exchanges, each one fueling the fire of anticipation. Kevin Owens, a seasoned veteran with a fierce reputation, had been on a mission to remind everyone that no streak, no matter how impressive, was immune to defeat. As the lights flickered and the arena erupted in cheers, the first strains of fight echoed through the speakers, and Kevin Owens made his way to the ring. His face was a mask of determination, and as he reached the squared circle, he took a moment to stare at the crowd, who roared in support. Owens' eyes never left the ramp as he waited for his opponent. The silence that followed was chilling. Then, the familiar sounds of Gable's entrance music blasted through the arena, the crowd's mixed reaction filling the air. Gable Jones, clad in his signature black and gold attire, walked down the ramp like a man who knew his reign as the record-breaking champion had no equal. His eyes locked on Owens with a cold intensity, but there was a hint of arrogance in his step. For 439 days, no one had come close to dethroning him. He was untouchable, an invincible force that even the most seasoned of WWE legends couldn't conquer. But Owens wasn't like everyone else. As the bell rang, signaling the start of the match, the crowd's energy reached a fever pitch. The two men circled each other, sizing up the battle that was about to unfold. Owens, known for his quick thinking and brawling style, was not intimidated by Gable's towering presence. In fact, Owens welcomed the challenge, knowing that tonight could be the night he made history. Gable launched the first attack, using his massive size advantage to push Owens into the corner. The crowd gasped as Gable unleashed a series of crushing shoulder blocks, each hit reverberating through the arena. Owens staggered but quickly regained his footing. He wasn't going to let Gable have the upper hand for long. With a sudden burst of energy, Owens fought back, throwing a series of hard punches and kicks to the midsection, momentarily stunning Gable. But Gable, the giant that he was, quickly regained control, tossing Owens to the mat with a thunderous slam. The champion towered over Owens, taunting him with the knowledge that, for 439 days, no one had been able to get the better of him. But Owens wasn't just anyone. With grit and determination, Owens slowly rose to his feet, wiping the sweat from his brow. The crowd sensed it, the turning point. Owens was not going down without a fight. The two engaged in a brutal back and forth, each man pushing the other to their limits. Owens went for his trademark senton splash, but Gable dodged, causing Owens to crash into the mat. Gable seized the opportunity, hoisting Owens up for a devastating powerbomb. But Owens, ever resourceful, countered mid-air, landing on his feet behind Gable and delivering a wicked low blow that sent shockwaves through the audience. The referee warned Owens, but the move had worked. Gable stumbled back, giving Owens the opening he needed. With a roar, Owens charged at Gable, unleashing a series of punches to the face, followed by a devastating superkick that sent Gable crashing to the mat. The crowd erupted as Owens signaled for his finishing move, the pop-up powerbomb. With the crowd's energy at a fever pitch, Owens hoisted Gable into the air, slamming him down with all his strength. The ring shook with the impact, and Owens covered him for the pin. The referee's hand slapped the mat once, twice, and then the crowd gasped. 3. It was over. Kevin Owens had done it. For the first time in 439 days, Gable the Titan Jones had been pinned. Owens' hand was raised in victory, but his chest heaved with exhaustion, sweat dripping from his brow as the realization set in. He had just ended a reign that no one thought would ever come to an end. The crowd's roar was deafening, a mix of disbelief and elation. Kevin Owens had defeated the record-breaking star. It wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. In the aftermath of the match, Gable lay motionless in the ring, still in shock from the loss. Owens, however, stood tall, his arms raised in triumph. But even as he celebrated, there was a sense of reverence in his eyes. He knew this victory wasn't just about ending a streak, it was about proving something much bigger. Gable eventually stirred, sitting up and glaring at Owens. His pride had been shattered, but there was no denying the respect in his eyes. The two men locked eyes for a moment before Gable slowly stood up, extending a hand to Owens. The crowd held its breath, waiting for Owens to accept the handshake. Without a word, Owens took Gable's hand, nodding in acknowledgement of the champion's incredible reign. The two warriors stood in the ring together, not as enemies, but as equals. They had pushed each other to their limits, and in that moment, Owens knew he had earned something more than just a victory. He had earned respect. As Owens made his way up the ramp, the fans chanted his name, their cheers echoing through the arena. He had proven the doubters wrong and had cemented his place in WWE history. The night belonged to Kevin Owens, the man who had defeated a record-breaking star for the first time in 439 days.